Got more time for hairy legs Biden.
Got hairy legs. Got hairy legs.
Okay, well, we got a couple. This is just a couple of fun things with Biden.
We missed it on Monday.
Number one, yeah, we missed these, so we're bringing them now. Dailymail.co.uk, the headline, "This way, Joe, Easter Bunny runs over to wave and interrupt Biden as he takes selfies with kids and starts discussing Afghanistan with crowd at the White House roll." President Joe Biden was in for a surprise when his comments to people at the White House's Easter egg roll were interrupted on Monday by none other than the Easter Bunny itself.
Egg roll, is that racist? Is that like a backhand racist thing there?
Sure, why not?
I'm just kidding.
Biden was filmed speaking with reporters and guests at the cheerful holiday event when he began discussing Afghanistan. 8 months.
I have video of this, by the way.
Yes, we'll play the video. What's better than, going to an Easter egg event at the White House and having the crazy old president just start rambling about Afghanistan to a bunch of kids and parents? Yeah. 8 months after he presided over the U.S. military's chaotic withdrawal from Kabul that ended 20 years of American boots on the ground there, the president, 79, started to answer Afghan reporter Nazira Karimini's question and was heard saying, "Pakistan should not and Afghanistan should be. People should be free." But Megan Hayes, a White House press official and the director of message planning, who was dressed as the Easter Bunny, then quickly interrupted him and ushered him away in a desperate bid to avoid another gaffe. Republican operatives on Twitter mocked the silly moment. Quote, "How bad does the White House staff have to think Biden is to calculate that sending in the Easter Bunny to interrupt a gaggle is better optics than whatever he was about to say on Afghanistan?" Former Orrin Hatch aide Matt Whitlock said. So there's more and more comments, but you can see the pictures, you can see the video. And you've got Biden. He's having a good time. He's smiling. He's walking around, waving at kids. And he starts talking to somebody. And the Easter Bunny runs up, starts waving her hands wildly, and sort of even puts their hands on the president and sort of pushes him in the direction he's supposed to go, which, on one hand is just, I was thinking like, who is this? Is this like a Secret Service agent?
Yeah.
Would have been brilliant to have a Secret Service agent as the Easter Bunny, but even more brilliant to have a communications director.
I know. Perfect.
Be close to Biden. He can listen. They can listen to what they're saying and just swoop on in with sort of a delightful little Easter display of the Easter Bunny telling the president how to live his life.
The best part is the look on Joe's face of like sheer terror, or like, what is this white
confusion,
fuzzy thing in my face?
He's so confused. And you can see the Easter Bunny comes up, gets his attention, and starts waving his hand. Like the Easter Bunny waves her hands wildly. And he almost like goes in for a hug. Like he puts his arms out and kind of reaches for the Easter Bunny. Like, "Oh, we're doing a photo op. I'm going to hug the Easter Bunny. This is my favorite part. I got hairy legs."
And the Easter Bunny does the wraparound, like, turn around. Hey, we're going this way.
Literally puts his furry little paws on the president, kind of pushes him along.
Let me play the audio. Hopefully you can hear this, because it is just kind of like an iPhone, a couple angles here.
Pakistan should not and Afghanistan should be. Oh, the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, you can kind of hear him talking about Pakistan and Afghanistan. And even somebody in the crowd is like, "Oh, the Easter Bunny wants your attention."
Easter Bunny's here.
That's funny. Okay, hilarious. So that was just a fun moment. We got to have some fun around here. Yeah. Next up, we have the infamous
more
New
Biden.
York.
More Biden.
Yes.
Oh, no.
More Biden fun here. This is from the New York Post. The headline is, "Biden shakes hands with thin air after North Carolina speech." It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. President Biden was left empty-handed following an address at the North Carolina University Thursday. Biden, 79. They keep putting his age in there, which I think is hilarious. Had just finished delivering a nearly 40-minute speech at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in Greensboro when he turned toward stage right with his paw outstretched in a handshake position. There was no one else on stage, and no one from the applauding crowd approached the president to exchange the pleasantry, according to footage of the event. The Democrat did press some flesh at the start of the speech, shaking hands.
I'm okay. I'm not going to dismiss the idea that he was looking to shake someone's hand, but I don't know. They could have been just kind of like a, hey, like I'm done.
I'm done. Like
here
signaling the next person,
right?
Perhaps.
Or some kind of like, hey, here, where do I go? Which would, So I don't know.
I could give him a break. I could give him a little break for it, but I think it's funnier that it's being reported this way more than anything, because it just fits the image so well. It fits so much of the biggest problem with him being our president right now is not his ideology. I mean, maybe his sort of religious devotion to corporate greed and corruption might be like a problem, but his age and his sort of
behavior, behavior
is pretty bad. So yeah, there you go. Just a couple fun things. And the thing that really hammers it home when you watch the whole video is he does kind of stick. I mean, he sticks out his hand,
wandering around stage,
and he just wanders around. He goes one direction on stage, and then he turns around. He goes the other direction. He goes back and forth about 4 times before he finally just picks a direction and leaves the stage. So it's not outside the realm of possibility that he was legitimately trying to shake hands with somebody, and just nobody was there. And with that, Gonz, I think it's time to take a little break.
Yep. But also, before you do, just real quick, Biden, if you're listening, because I know Joe listens, or one of his handlers listening,
he does.
Move that you do when you put a hand out for a high five or shake or something, and nobody's, or the person doesn't respond or something, what you do is you use your other hand and you give yourself a high five and you move on with confidence.
Really? Is that not even more sort of pitiful?
I would say it preserves your I don't know, your mindset of, like, hey, somebody give me some props. Nobody, me, I'll give myself props.
I got it. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like his move of just like, that was an old man thing to do. I'm just going to do a whole bunch more old man things. So people give me a break. I
would have been better if he really leaned in and he literally shook, made it look like he was holding someone's hand. And that would have been a little bit, that's what I was imagining when I saw the headline.
That would have been funny. I mean, that at least you could have been like, oh, that was a joke.
Or he knew it was a gaffe, a good way out or something. But maybe he's not
making
as quick
a
on his
point
toes.
like, shouldn't somebody be up here to like,
I'm the president. I'm supposed to shake someone's hand at the end of this too.
I'm old and I'm the president. So